And if I have to come in and maybe give you a hand or something, I'll do that. But my whole goal when we do all of this, and this is my philosophy for giving lessons to people, is to make myself as obsolete as quickly as possible.
Gotcha.
Right?
Yeah.
And then I'm always there to say, hey, this is happening. And there's a lot of times I've had people call on the phone. A really good friend of ours, my dad sold him a horse, and sometime later he's like, hey, this isn't working. Something's going wrong. We're like, well, did you do this? Did you do this? Did you do that? Over the phone. Like, I've done all of that. Are you doing this? And don't realize it. No, I'm not doing that. He's a doctor, so he thinks he knows more about everything than anybody because, doctors do that.
Yeah.
And so we said, all right, well, let's bring him up. And then I met my dad at the ranch, and he come up, and we watched him get on this horse, and his wife was with us. We're standing just kind of like this, with hands over the corral, and we're watching. And about that time, he did something, and my dad and I both at the same time said to each other, did you see that? And yep. And so he stopped and says, hey, did you do this? I didn't do that. And his wife goes, Larry, you did too, So that was funny. So you don't necessarily know, you think you're doing things right, and you're inadvertently not doing them, or you're doing something that's getting in your own way.
That's what I'm afraid of, is doing something that I think is right, or it looks right to me, but from the outside perspective, it's not, and I don't want to jack up any of the horses.
Well, and the good thing about this is now with the site, James, I hope you're recording now. Sorry, we kind of got started.
He's usually pretty quick with it.
Okay. Yeah, he sees it come in. He's like, okay, dummies, you didn't tell me, right? Or dummy, that's me. Anyway, we can get on together, and you can show me what's going on.
Okay.
And sometimes I can't see in great detail, but I can see the kind of the gross motor stuff of like, hey, if you try this, and a lot of times that's better. But when we get into a thing like if I was showing you how to, do some reining and some leg cues and putting those together as a training aid, I may not be able to see quite what it does to their mouth and things like that. It's very difficult for a camera operator to zoom in on that. We've done that, and it's been sometimes successful, sometimes not. It's really kind of tough to do it, but it's about me being as obsolete as I possibly can, give you some cues, give you some help here and there, but largely have you do that yourself. And there's sometimes all you got to do is I got to show you, because then if you see it, you can see, instead of trying to self-evaluate what you're doing.
Exactly. I'm a learn by doing kind of person. So if I see someone else do it and then I can do it once, then I'm like, okay, I got this. Now I know the steps.
Yeah, and I had to teach my my flight instructor when I was learning to fly. I was like 45 or so years old, 47, something anyway, and she was like 24. And I said, okay, this is what I need you to do. This is how I learn. And I said, we're gonna go out and I'm gonna do things, but once we're done, I'll have gotten it. And she goes, what? I said, that's how I do it. And we did that a couple of times, and she goes, you're right, you do learn. I said, yeah, I know, I've learned how I learn. So, but if you're aware of that, that's awesome. Then you can do that. But don't be afraid to ask, what you think are stupid questions, because they're not.
Right.
That whole thing of being a stupid question just drives me crazy, because if you don't understand, it doesn't mean it's stupid. It doesn't mean you're stupid. It means, hey, one of us didn't communicate, or it didn't come up.
Yeah.
It's just, and it doesn't matter what it's in.
You're looking at me. You ready?
He's already chewing. Look at this.
Good. Much better than yesterday.
Already building. Okay, see how he picked up, and then he took about 3 steps and he slowed right back down where he's at? Make him maintain that little bit faster speed all the time.
Okay.
Because that's you controlling his mind. And you're controlling it because you're controlling his body.
Clumsy butt.
There you go. Yeah, now maintain that. Now I listen with my ears for a reference. See how he's back to plodding again? Listen to that speed. Watch his speed and then listen for it with his feet. And that really dials you in to maintaining the speed that you want him to stay at, instead of him deciding to slow down. See how he slows down? So get on him right away. And then always ask first.
Okay.
And see If he doesn't go when you ask, then go ahead and use the tell.
Easy. Good.
Good, very good. Very good. I like how you're much more centered in the center of the corral. You're using a lot less energy making him work. That's perfect. Very good.
Good boy.
Okay.
Good boy.
Good. You kind of saved that at the end. You were kind of pushing him. He was unclear. The reason he didn't move is because you were kind of coming at him, but you were turned.
Okay.
Instead of going where you're at and just stepping back and then sliding your body up towards him.
Okay.
So it gives him all that room to go because, yeah, you were kind of
Pushing
you
in
could
on
see
him.
you were pushing in both directions.
Okay.
He didn't know what to do.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. And that's a very hard thing to do because you think you need to
To
push
get in on him.
Yes, and you don't. Not when you turn him towards you. You got to give him room.
Okay. Good boy.
Yeah, I was actually confused myself. I wasn't sure which direction you were turning him. Okay, see how he's slowed down again? Make sure you might have to stay on him. Otherwise, you won't be able to, pretty soon he'll get to go slower and slower where you won't be able to move him. He'll be like, no, I don't have to move because she's not making me move. So make him stay right up into almost a trot, but make that consistent. Don't let him slow down on you. The minute you see him start to slow down, get right back on him, make him move. As he's just deciding what to do. You're dictating the direction, he's dictating the speed.
Okay.
You need to dictate both. There you go, better, 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 better. Good.
Good boy.
Now sometimes, not just with the discipline of the horse, but you'll find this with little kids. If you're raising kids, it works if you're supervising people. It is easier to set those expectations and be very diligent about them meeting them by being tough on them. Say, no, this is black and white. Right now it's black and white. And then once they understand that, they're okay with that.
Easy.
Because there's no other option. You can always make it easier. It's hard to start out easy and then expect more.
Yeah.
Right.
Good boy. Good boy.
There you go. See where he's stopping?
Yeah, at the gate.
Yep. He says, I'm done. I don't have to work hard. So we can push him probably a little bit until he gets mad. And it's not getting mad because he's overworked. It's getting mad because he doesn't want to work.
He can't do what he wants to do.
Exactly. So we need to push him a little bit, see how he acts so that you can discipline him a little bit and make sure that he's not going to be running the show.
Yeah. Good boy.
Now, yesterday, I can't remember whether it was him or I think Mystery did really well.
Yeah.
He got a little miffed when you were working him like this and then asked for an immediate turn instead of stopping.
Yeah.
And I think that's a really good thing to do is ask him to do an immediate turn. And then watch him throw a little fit when you make him go fast out of that turn back up to like a trot like he's doing. Because we kind of want to push his buttons a little bit. We want him to, and by doing that, you're setting him up to make the decision to either comply or to throw a fit. And when he throws a fit, okay,
Discipline.
you're going to discipline because you're going to comply anyway. And that's all about changing that attitude or molding that mental thought process he has. It anytime he's around you, oh, okay, I got to do what she asks.
Good boy.
Good job. Good job. You were very clear about that. I knew exactly what you wanted, and so did he. Look how he turned. The only thing I would do is have you, as he turns, jump him out of that really fast. Just go ahead and make him go a little faster this time. Make him work a little bit harder. It's rained all night, and it looks wet in here, but his footing is good. It isn't like it's slick.
Yeah.
So I'm not too worried about that. And anybody on the camera that sees that, it's like, yeah, we're not pushing him on a spot where it's not safe.
No, he's not on ice.
No.
Good boy.
Okay, see how he picked his head up when he started to take off? He's starting to get a little annoyed.
Yeah.
Right? So let's push him. Just keep pushing him. And go. See that? How he's just kind of doggy a little bit? Yeah, he's just not wanting to move out. He needs to, let's try to make him kind of come out of there really, I would not say explosively, but let's make him move. Let's make him jump right up into even a lope. And he'll probably shake his head when he does that because he's not happy about it.
Good boy.
There you go.
Good boy.
Okay.
Oh.
There you go. That's almost like a rollback, but he's still walking out slow. Okay.
Good boy.
There you go. Yeah, stay more in the center. You're starting to chase him a little bit there, that last little round. And then he's taking, okay, see what just happened there?
That was my bad.
Well, yeah, but you're not chasing him, so he says, oh, she's not chasing me. I'm just going to stop.
Yeah, okay.
So, can I try?
Yeah,
please.
please.
Mind?
Whoa. Good boy.
I'll trade you spots.
Okay.
You can yell at me from out there.
Yeah, let me watch. Because behind you, yesterday I was just behind you. It'd be nice to see from the outside.
Yeah, it's a good, different perspective. Hi, kid. Hey, big boy. Hi. How are you this morning, huh? Yeah. You
Already
good boy?
missed.
You good boy? Yeah, good boy. All right. Let's go to work. See, I'm maintaining speed. I'm just asking him, and I'll encourage him once in a while when I see him start to slow down, like that. I'll give him a little bit of encouragement. I'm just asking him all the time. Speed him up. 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 Ooh, good boy. Good boy. Good. Good boy. All right. So, see when you want him to come in, see how I'm turning? So he's got all of this space. Look at that. Already. See,
Okay.
He sees the lack of pressure, so he's going to go into it. He's going to fill that void. And I'm not chasing him. And watch this. So he's going to let him cheat me. See how he's going to cheat there. Behind me.
Just getting mud flung at me. Oh yeah, much better shot.
Push him right back out of that. Good. There we go. Good boy. See how his nose is tipped away from me? See how he's annoyed? His belly is rounded towards me. He just as soon I go away. Woo. Ooh, that is the sloppiest whoa in the world to get to the gate. I'm just going to open this up again, just back away. Look at that. See how he opens into that?
Okay.
Okay. And if you have to, and he doesn't move, that's when you slip sideways in here.
Oh, I see.
Still maintaining it instead of turning it. See how I'm kind of putting pressure on?
Yeah.
I just slip in there for him. We'll try that here. And I didn't want him to turn that way, so I'm going to turn him right back around. And I'm going to turn him the direction he came. Come around. Come on. Okay, so what he's doing is he's starting to say, I'm going to turn, but I'm going to turn the way I want to. So he's starting to get into this defiance stage a little bit. Good. There we go. Keep a nice, what kind of a lengthy trot here. And now, I want to keep him going. See how I slowed down?
Yeah.
Listen to that. The whole idea now is to work him. Not bad. Slow down a little bit, but so he's going to cheat.
Yeah, because he thinks when you stop, he can stop.
Right. So now I'm working harder. I've given him a couple of chances. Come on. And I am chasing him a little bit, but he grabbed my tail, or grabbed my whip. I'm going to chase him a little bit because I'm disciplining him. Now, I'm going to back that off, go right back to where I was going, same speed, and we'll give it a shot. Good boy. Good boy. Easy. Good boy.
Wow.
Ooh. 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 Tripped over your own feet on a stop. That's pretty good.
It's one way to stop.
Okay, so did you see? We mix this up a little bit. Make him go the speed and direction, and that speed is as important as the direction is. Mm-hmm. Woo, woo. For discipline. Now, okay, now he's starting to be defiant in that he wants to just keep going too. This is good. So we'll have you work him. I'll cause the problem, and now you can come solve it. Yeah. So, but the direction is important. The speed is as important, and sometimes I say more important because direction is a gross motor skill.
Yeah.
Right. The speed is more of a fine motor. It's a gross motor, but compared to the direction, it's much more fine and can be changed easily by him if he's not listening.
Yeah, because you just point in one direction and they're going to keep going, but they can't just go on their own speed, on their own accord.
Correct. Absolutely. So then I try not to chase them unless I'm disciplining them because I'm really wanting them to feel the pressure.
Okay.
And other than that, I try to stay in the center a little bit more.
Right.
So Just be really assertive about it, and kind of follow those principles. And I think we're gonna be okay. Learn some stuff when we talk to him. Good boy. Yeah, I know. Life's not fair. It is not fair at all. But it is what it is, and you have to earn your keep, and this is how you earn your keep. Yes, good boy.
Yeah, out of anyone, he needs to earn his keep.
He does, that's right. Dang freeloaders.
You've been a freeloader this whole time.
Find my mug. How did it get all splashed up with mud? I don't get it.
He's been throwing it at me this whole time.
There you go. Look how much more smoothly he's working.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. A little more willing. Good. Very good. You're not working hard at all.
No.
Very good, Ashley. Good, and you're starting to incorporate your asking and then tell right behind it. That's perfect. Good job. And he's moving. You don't need it. Yeah, good. I started to say you don't need to work them together. One can work independently of the other as you need to have it. Oh, there you go.
Good boy.
All right. He asked. He's telling you he wants to stop, but
no.
Now, I do use that as a signal at times that when you work them and they continually keep wanting to stop, then they're probably done, especially after a time that you know they've had plenty of work mentally, or they may try to stop because they think, if I just quit, you're gonna let me quit. So you have to read that and read the horse and know what their boundaries are and where you're at in kind of the lessons. That's going to be very subjective on your part. But always listen to your horse. They'll tell you what they need. Oh, very good. Very good. Very good. You're a fast learner. I like that.
Thanks. Good boy.
Yeah, he thinks he wants to quit because his nose keeps getting tipped back out, in and out. He's getting a little bit annoyed. That's tough. He's strong enough mentally to take what we've given to him.
He's not doing much. He's just trotting.
He's just trotting. But he thinks he needs to go ahead and stop because, you know, he's special. Just ask him.
Okay. Good boy.
Yeah, and he's stopping, and I'm watching you and where your chest is pointed, and you are not stopping him over there. He's doing that on his own.
Okay.
So that's not you influencing it. Always think about, okay, where was I at? Did I stop that? Or
yeah, because like I'm wondering if I'm pointed too far forward or back.
You have been a couple of times, but he's went through it. But over there, when he stopped, you weren't. You were right where you were supposed to be. So just kind of think of those things. Is it me or him?
Good boy.
It's all about the motivation, too, on his part.
Good boy.
There you go. Better.
Good boy.
If you give him another turn or two, might be a good time to see if he'll follow you.
Okay.
Start that discipline with him because we want to continue with that. And he's listening to you pretty dang well.
Good boy. Very
good. Could have turned your body a little bit more to the night, you know, from here,
outside?
yep,
Okay.
to the outside to give him more room. You're kind of pressing him, but you were
Yeah.
far enough away that it still worked.
Okay.
It's all right, and it's what you wanted. That's all right.
Good boy. Good.
And as they get better at that, you don't have to be quite as
Dramatic about it.
Dramatic about it is the best way to put it. Yes, but that's what you got to do on the worst case scenario for the learning for you, so that you have that basis what to do in the worst.
It's kind of like overemphasize it.
Overemphasize, dramatic, whatever you want to call it. Yep, absolutely right. And then they start to anticipate what you want just because of, again, the body language that you've been showing and that they've been told, and it works. Works for you. It's still getting the point across. And as long as he listens to you.
Good boy. Good.
When he starts tipping that head in a little bit more, and he's starting to do that a little bit more now, dropping that nose towards you and looking at you, that's a good spot that he's kind of listening to you. Now's a good time to kind of
Good boy.
ease up and then see if he'll follow you.
Okay.
Because he's not annoyed at you, right? He's not, just think about what's going on in his head, what he's thinking about.
Just a walk. Good boy. Whoa. Whoa. Good boy.
Good. Very good.
Good job.
Now, when you do some of the, later on, when you do some of the running at him, do the same thing with Mister. You're going to see two entirely different horses.
Yeah.
Because Mister, you're going to have to creep up on that, getting faster and faster. This guy, there's not much creep to him. I mean, he's going to take what he wants. It's just the way they're wired differently.
Yeah.
Okay, ask him first.
Okay. Face.
There you go. Look at him shift. He's starting to shift his weight, drop his head. Ask him one more time.
Face. Oh.
Okay. All right. I would go right to the halter now, because the more he can say no to you, the more that becomes a issue of, now you got to go ahead and fix that. There you go. And then this is just to get, once he gets really consistent about you asking first, and then you have to tug him along and then go. Once he gets really consistent about just coming along, then you don't need that halter anymore.
Right.
This is really just kind of a really big crutch for us to have to use to get him started. And again, because he's familiar with the place and he's like, nah, don't have to learn anything.
Face.
Like that. Yeah, just putting it on, did that. So you're making headway way more than you did yesterday, because remember, you had to tug him, you had to pull him. So he's getting it.
Good boy.
It won't be long and you won't have to use that at all.
Good boy. It's not in your way. Don't worry about it. Face.
There you go.
Face. All right. Face.
Good.
Good boy.
Good. Yeah, I like to give them a chance to do the right thing. And it depends on how defiant they're being, or if they're just not quite getting it. I might give them an extra, I'll give them 1 or 2, 3 chances at the most. And then after that, I ask once, the second time they need to come with me. Very good. Very good.
Oh. Good
Now
boy.
back him up.
Try another circle. boy. Face. How about this way, huh? Oh, no.
Now I would pull him.
Yeah. Face.
Ask and then pull. Okay, he's using any excuse he can to not pay attention. Notice that? Mm-hmm. Smelling a rope, looking at the ground,
Face.
picking his nose,
Yeah.
asking his buddy what he's got for lunch.
Whoa.
You know, anything will do at this point.
Back.
Okay, all right. So now just there, you pop him in the shoulders. There, really hard. There you go.
Good.
Okay, so what you're doing the right thing. However, we're back to begging him. So don't be afraid to pop him with your hand. It's not going to hurt him. It's
Yeah.
hitting those chest muscles. Not going to hurt him at all. We need to kind of spook his reality back and say, "Hey, pay attention."
I'm the boss.
So go ahead and pop him once, really good in the shoulder or in the chest, and back him up. There you go.
Back.
There we go. Good. Praise him.
Good. Good boy. Back.
There you go.
Good. Back.
There you
Good
go.
boy.
Better. Yeah, those little love taps.
Good boy.
You're gonna do nothing but make him
Whoa.
feel like he's being scratched or petted. So
Yeah.
much better. He's a low energy horse at this point.
Yeah.
So that's actually really pretty good to get that out of him. That's good. Let's do a couple of things with him where you're gonna reinforce that you can run at him.
Okay.
And have you seen the thing on? My wife showed me this thing on Facebook. People getting in a herd of cows, and they bend over and they'll raise an arm and then another arm.
And then they're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what we're going to do here because we want to kind of desensitize any kind of
Yeah.
spook to it, right?
Okay.
It's very valuable stuff. Some of that stuff is goofy.
I just watched a video of that yesterday of some girl
Did
doing
you?
that to a
Yeah.
horse.
Yeah, she showed that to me. I said, what are they? These people are absolutely bored.
Good boy.
Going out and doing that. Yeah, it was set to some music or something too, I think.
Yeah, it's like da 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 da.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love those videos.
So I would start clear. Now, let him stand right where you're at. Let him not come with you if he doesn't want you. If he does, praise him for that
Good
because that's still
boy.
part of what you're doing. Take advantage of it's not what you were after. He doesn't know that. That's okay. It just reinforces now without that halter on. what
Yeah, I
you're
took
doing.
the halter off and turned around and he followed and I was
Right.
like, okay, good boy.
Yeah. No, that's good stuff. And sometimes you do things that are not what's intended, but when they go with it,
Give him a good.
yeah, you bet.
boy.
Reinforce it. Okay, so what I would do, he probably is going to stay there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so get yourself away from him a bit, and we want to make sure he's not going to kick. So I would just jog towards him because you know you can do that now. And pretty soon, what I like to do is I like to have them be able to stand still against the end of the corral and be waving a tarp running at them.
Yeah.
Or picking a tarp up. I mean, you got to incrementally get there where I'm just carrying it and kind of making it move, and then it's in front of me, and then I'm waving it pretty soon over the top of me and throwing it at them.
Okay.
And they just stand for that. Oh, that's beautiful light, isn't it? Good. Is it a little harsh? Ah.
Beautiful for us, but not for a camera.
These are 3 batteries.
Good. Now, there's a difference between running to his body and running to his face.
Okay.
Because his brain is housed right here behind these eyes.
Yeah.
And if you see that coming to him, that'll make it it probably won't with him, but it can on other horses.
I know it would for mystery for sure.
Yes. And so
Yeah,
what I
you're
would
running
do
at me.
on a horse that I need to really calm down first, I'll try to run towards that shoulder.
Okay.
And then incrementally get to that brain.
Gotcha.
All right.
Good.
Yeah,
boy.
not bad. Not bad at all. Let's see if you can turn his hind end. Just walk up. There you go. Push in. And there we go.
Good boy.
Like I say, use your energy out of your chest. Push that horse around.
Yeah.
And I might have you do that as we finish here.
Good
Show you
boy.
how to use your energy to push that horse and manipulate them around a little bit. So now we're going to make
Usually it works on the other ones that
Of course.
know what they're doing. This
Right.
guy is the exception.
Well, and he's being a little bit of
Yeah.
obstructionist right now too, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, now put your hands in the air and run at him, or out to the sides. See that head come up? A little bit different, right?
Yeah.
You're larger, you're bigger. Desensitization. Not that he needs a ton of it, but
No.
and then run your hands above your head and just shaking him and run towards you.
Okay.
Or to run toward his head.
Good boy.
Very good. You're not going to have to work a lot on that.
Not with him.
Not with him. Mystery's going to be a different story.
Yeah.
And Mystery is, you'll watch him, he thinks that he needs to start over, or every person needs to start over with him.
What do you mean start over?
Like, I don't know anything about people.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, you're new? Oh, okay. And then once you get it, it's like, okay, got it. No problem.
Right.
Oh, hi. I don't know anything about people. You know, I mean, he's just like, because he's smart. He's like, it's all about not having to do anything. And they're all about that. So are we. You know, that's why we have couches and God made beds, you know, so that we can just
Do nothing.
do nothing. That's right. Television sets. So, I think you're pretty good there. We're getting to a spot where he's kind of needing to be just like, okay,
His brain
let him
is,
go.
done.
Let's put his halter on and lead, and then we'll have you just turn him on the hinds and fours. But we're going to do it mostly trying to use your energy, and you're going to have to use some energy to push him up because he's like, he's a little energy vampire.
Yeah. Back. 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 Good boy.
I'm going to
Back.
sound sexist, but
Good
be a man
boy.
about that. Just there you go.
Back.
There
Good
you go.
boy. Whoa.
And if you can do instead of 5, 6
boy.
times, one good one.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? The less you do, the more response you get, the better it is, right? And the more he listens
Right.
and responds.
Okay.
Because for them, it's all about learning what to anticipate, how much I can get away with, how much I can't. And if that expectation is I move now, I better move now or I'm going to have to work harder.
I'm gonna get smacked more.
Yeah. Okay, so the difference is now you've just got him by a lead. That's the only difference to get him to follow. So just walk around and then stop and back up, just like you did with Mystery yesterday.
Back.
There you go. Better? Better, yeah. Yeah. Much better.
Whoa.
Much better.
Good boy.
So it's about putting that together with that lead. So he'll go forward, backward. Now just walk him around a little bit and turn and get him to turn on his fours first. So push that hind end around.
Okay.
That's the easiest exercise. That's where you can get the most movement out of him with the least amount of effort on your part.
Good boy.
Okay. Now just walk into his hip. Right towards it. And try not to touch. There you go. Push that energy up out of your chest. There you go. Yeah, like that. You didn't have to pull on his head at all. Now he's going to be doggy on you. So go ahead and just give him a pop like you would on the neck, like I showed you, like they're biting each other. And it won't take too many of these to do that correctly, where he's like, oh, okay, when I feel that pressure, and I feel that pressure coming up from you, that energetic pressure, I'm gonna have to move. So go ahead and right on the top of his flank. There you go. Come ahead of his tail or of his hip bone. There you go, right there. Now just push your hand right into his flank,
Right here.
fingertips.
Or up here.
Nope, flank. There you go, in front of his in front of his flank. So try not to push on him because he's going to push back.
Yeah,
But,
so just
but
kinda-
just jab him, just bite him with your hand. Move your hand about 6 inches to the left, right down there, right there. Now pull on the halter a little bit if you need to. Yeah, see, he's just standing there, just dead. Mystery won't be a problem doing this.
Yeah.
He's much more energetic horse, feeds off that much better. Okay, good. Now walk over to his shoulder, pull him in the center so he's got someplace to go. Walk up to his shoulder and his neck and have him walk away from you that way too. It's going to be much, much easier to demonstrate, but this gives you some tools to have to use so that you can on Mystery if you had to. There you go. And just pop, there you go, good. You just touched him with that lead, perfect, good. Hind end crossing those legs over so that he moves off to the side. There you go, much better. Much better. Now just put your hand down and just walk in with your chest. Put that energy up in your chest like you're using. There you go. Much better. Feel that? Feel him just move away from you? Kind of surge? Yeah, perfect. Praise him for that.
Oh,
I think
boy.
that's pretty good. So now let's do the front end. Do the same thing. This is going to be a lot more work on your part because here you've got a big lever with a fulcrum in the middle. Now you've got another lever from there with that fulcrum clear out here. So you're going to have to stay ahead of him or in front of him to get him to move that body around.
Okay. So where am I standing at on him?
Whichever way you want to, but I would stand in front of his shoulder so that your hand, if you reached up, you could put your hand right behind his ears and up on his neck. Like that. Get him started. Now just walk into him. There you go. Keep going, keep going. Yep. Keep going. Get him to walk away. Pop his neck behind his head. Push that head around. There you go. Keep going. Now push that energy up out of your chest and push on his neck with it. Keep going. Push. Keep going. You're getting faster. You're getting better. Getting better at it. Now just walk into him. Now walk into him. Keep going. Don't get in front of him. Get to the side. Yeah, you're doing good. You're still moving. Keep going. And try to touch him just as little as possible. Just do it with your body and your energy. There you go. Yes. Good. Yes. Nice. There you go. He's doing it. You're doing it. And he's just absolutely says, I don't want it like that. He's just pushing against you. Okay, good. Go about another 180 degrees. Do a halfway around that circle. Reinforce it. He's moving, and as he moves away from you really well, then go ahead and quit. Like that. Yeah, see how he's just getting obstinate and he's like, no, don't want it. But you got to make him get through that. And then once he's working away from you and doing it willingly, then quit.
Okay.
Look at that eyes blink. He's chewing, licking, eyes blinking. He's like, oh God, why me?
Why me? Why me today?
Why do I have to learn? I don't want to learn. I don't want to comply.
Big baby. Big baby. So is it better if I start kind of back and walk towards him, or just like from that point?
Okay. Well, how does it feel when somebody you don't know walks up to you?
Not great.
Okay.
You're just like, what are you doing?
Right, but you can start to feel that pressure increase at the closer they get, right? Same with them.
Okay.
But you're much more familiar, so you can get closer quicker without them responding. So I think the whole idea is telegraph ahead of time what you want to do, and then put that energy, focus at what you're doing into pushing him. Now, see, you just backed up and look what he did. He was pushing away from you. Yeah, he came back to you. So if you take a step in, see what his head does. So yeah,
Good boy.
see, you're pushing him. Same thing. And you're not using the halter lead. That lead is just hanging.
That's just loose there.
Yep. There you go. Yep. Keep doing. You're doing perfectly. And you want those front feet to cross. And he's kind of lazy, but he's just not picking his feet up. He's turning on his fours more. But the point is, he's moving away from you. You can get better at that with a little more practice. But he's still moving away. In his mind, he's moving away from you.
Yeah.
He's not working hard to do it. There you go. Good. And always with a horse, unless you want them to do this, when you put your hand on them, so pull him out in the center here, and that way we'll see the folks who can watch how this works as well. So go to his shoulder and just pet him, and then slowly put pressure. Just hold it in one spot. Now put pressure and hold it and hold it and hold it.
He's pushing back.
Yeah, and now let go quickly. See, he's going to push into you, and they'll always do it because they're into pressure animals. They're also away from pressure animals, so it's all about the context. But the more you push And the more you have to push, the more they'll push on you.
Yeah.
So that's why when you need to move them and you just pop them
Okay.
so that they don't have a chance to push into you.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Good. Good boy.
Good boy.
Now take him around a bit and then just walk him around and then try to back him up. See
Okay.
how he does. He's just such a laid back horse now. I mean, he's getting better and better. But I think the first time we put him in the corral, he was kind of a little snot.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
He was incredulous that somebody would be actually working him and doing something with
How
him.
dare, I'm the Dunrovin baby.
Don't you realize who you're dealing with?
You can go talk to my mom.
Shall I call my mom or my grandma?
Right.
Yeah.
Come on, I know you can go faster.
And that leading up slowly is, again, another issue. So pull him, let go, pull him, let go. There you go. There you go. Better. Because as you drag them, they're content to let you drag them all day long.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Good. He was paying attention, but he just paid attention a little bit too slow and almost tripped over himself. Did kind of a stutter step there. Very good. All right. Should we try mystery?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right. I'm gonna go
Good
get
job. You're doing a great job.
It. Thanks.
I'm gonna head.
Okay.
But
Thanks
yeah,
for-
thank you.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
I got some really good shots too.
Awesome.